Hello and welcome to this stream of following Epos and Razii. I'm hoping this should be a good bit of fun. We followed them yesterday through their two fairly easy matches, shall we say, but they are now into the grand final of the last chance qualifier. They are up against GxP, Gravity XP, which is Henken, and oh dear, Beta Toast. That's it. I know what I'm talking about. The first ban coming out for Gravity XP, that is Surf. Tube's getting banned by Robbers. Again, I think they've done that every single time. Robbers pick G-Force. Again, expected. And now we wait. I'm enjoying all this new interface. New interface is a lot of fun. This is currently a solo cast. I'm not sure if Babs is back yet. Hopefully Babs will be joining me. Why can't I hear Babs? This is a bad start. Oh no. Let's try it again. Babs, hello. There we go.
There
we are. Professional stream.
Oh,
Edge gameplay. Yes, Edge has been picked. Wait, why has Edge been picked? Well, that's going to be funny. Oh god, we have all the spicy maps coming out here. Edge, the first 4 maps are guaranteed to be played, and that includes Edge and Backflip, and if those get survived, we're on to Tempest. Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
so I do apologize for my momentary absence. I had to lure a horse back into a pen as it had escaped.
What?
I hope that's a valid reason.
It's a valid reason. It's a reason I'm confused by, but I'm happy to declare it valid.
I'd love to indulge your curiosity, but I find it's more fun to just not explain.
Yeah, no, that is absolutely understandable. That lure horse map, he's claiming he does that every other day. Who knew there was such a farming community in British and Irish Trackmania, right? Match shouldn't be getting away in a second. Hopefully it's all set up correctly. No false starts or anything. Would be nice to see.
I think it's a bit of a Southern European sort of thing, I guess, if MAP is doing it.
Yeah, possibly. Oh yeah, because obviously you're off in France, aren't you? Getting away into round 1 here. It is Beta Toast and Henken for Gravity X Pivo versus Robbers, which is Epos and Razii. This will be an incredibly biased stream. To be honest. No way to go around that. And the bias doesn't seem to have started perfectly, with Razii being 8 seconds down straight away. It's not quite intended. And absolutely no card skins loaded. So we have Epos from Panama. Sure.
Epos using the black Wombo skin.
Oh, that's loaded in that. That's a beauty. I haven't seen that one before. I've only ever seen
it's
the black and gold one.
yeah.
Oh.
Yakozdo, who has created a few new additions to the Wombo skin collection. Currently into a very close first round between Epos and Beta
not that
Toast.
close. Been
Until
a massive
Beta Toast
mistake from
crashed.
Beta Toast there, and Razii is going to pick up a third there, which means it's going to be 2-1 to Robbers initially, despite Razii's early mistake, saved by the totally not at all glitchy ending on this map. Razii and Epos both complaining about it at times yesterday.
Yeah, interestingly, Epos was explaining that he has a sort of a competitive mod that he uses on these maps. So like, you might see the current World Cup mod with the interesting brown dirt, the red coloring across the map, but he has
Ooh,
the regular
I bet
blocks with
toast.
a little bit of a white outline on the bottom of those signs in the identity, which just helps him to identify where he might clip and where he might make it. Currently in second place behind Razii. Oh, gets a
Ooh,
bit of
that
a clip on the
is
top of the bobsleigh.
not
That's not going to
ideal.
be good.
Yeah,
But
it's
Henkin
very
did
easy,
slide out.
very common mistake. So, oh wait, despite that, it's still looking pretty good for Team Robbers here with Henkin and Base Toast both having made bigger mistakes. So long as they survive the identity, which has caused absolutely no issues at all, uh, this should go alright. Is Razii up ahead? Does he make it through safely? Yes, he does, and he picks up the so-called world record. I'm fairly certain that's just the best time in the match. But, solid time from Razii there. Oh, 1:13.2, faster than Beto's PB, apparently. So, that's a good show of pace from Robbers.
So strong first 2 rounds for our pairing. Hopefully they can capitalize on that in this third round and maybe close out this map quite
Yeah.
quickly.
Fingers crossed. Spoke to Epos yesterday on the stream. Lot of confidence going into this match, to put it politely. I think he'd been expecting the Leicester to be the bigger threat, or possibly even RS and Zyron, but I think Gravity XP though. I think they did. I think they pulled a bit of a surprise yesterday, beating Leicester. And Leicester even had a little scare. Oh, talking of little scares, Epos flying off, not quite off the track, but certainly dropping a few seconds behind there. Yeah, Leicester had got knocked down into the lower bracket by Gravity XP, but then had a bit of a scare, I'd say, against Team Owo, which was Spam and Tarpor. They ended up 2-1 down, but were able to rescue it from there.
Yeah, definitely a lot more difficult than they would have liked.
For sure. Draw coming out from this match. Probably the best times we've seen out of GxP so far. Obviously aided by Epos rather flying out that dirt drift. Dirt slide. What do you even call one of them?
The dirt snap, I'd call it maybe.
Dirt snap. That's a good name. I'm gonna go with the dirt snap. So,
Yeah.
coming up to the first of the dirt snaps here. Razii gets it safely. Everyone gets it safely. That's a good start, but the harder one is coming up in a second. Couple more dirt turns to try and pick up a little speed on before having this very unique bobsleigh section. And the bobsleigh section does not favour someone there. I think that is Henkin. I've just realised I do not have car names on. My apologies.
I think it's both players from Gravity PO getting some mistakes on that bobsleigh section, leaving Robbers
miles back.
Yeah, very much in the ace formation now.
Yeah, looking fairly comfortable for him. Epos a bit more speed than Razii. I just want to get one up on his teammate for the sake of it. Coming up to the final turn here. Both avoid any bugs or issues, and that is a very comfortable ace for Robbers there. Taking them up to track point after 4 rounds, I think.
Yeah, dare I say Razii has looked quite good. Out of the blocks, basically. You know, Epos maybe a little bit off the pace compared to what we saw yesterday, but still a convincing performance from both Robbers players.
Yeah. Perhaps struggling with consistency, but in terms of pure pace, they're right there. And I would not say Gravity XP are doing any better with consistency. As is the nature of these tracks, it's almost impossible for anyone to be consistent on them, but Oh, as Razii.
I apologize.
Yep, that is unfortunate. Oh yeah, you said Razzie was doing well. Babs,
Yep.
one job. Never
Yeah, I mean,
compliment anyone in this game. It's the quickest way to a crash. But
we were one round away as well, but I mean, Epos
I
just
think
needs
we're
to
still one round away
get
here.
this
As
second spot.
yeah, if Epos or either of them get in second place, that'll get him the 1 point they need. To win
There
out
we
this
go.
map, which they go for. This looked like a fairly convincing map. 9-3, 10-3 even. They'll finish on taking map 1 here on, I forgot a map name, GeForce. Yeah, that is a very, very good start.
Unfortunately for Beta Toast getting a decent enough time in that last round, but you know, too little, too late to actually make a difference. But it's all in the favor of the Epos and Razzie duo.
Yeah, that was Epos and Razii's map pick though, so you'd expect it to favour them. Not that their map picks have made any sense this tournament. Having spoken to Epos yesterday, he said they don't want to show their hand too much. We're well aware that after this is wild cards. Now they'd like to go in a bit of an unknown, considering we won't have seen any of the other wildcard teams on these tracks before, so maybe not showing their hand in terms of true picks and bans here.
Going into Edge, yeah, very much a lot of confidence from the duo. You know, the way they've been speaking, they're half expecting, you know, to qualify as this first seed, so are, you know, instinctively preparing for what comes afterwards, but still have to make it through this match to keep that dream alive.
Yeah, we do have possibly maybe not the most ridiculous map in map pack, but it's probably rivaling backflip that status. But Edge is a spicy map, and Razzie slightly showing why there. Unfortunately, Beta Toast looking very good here. An RPG player by trade, if I remember correctly. So it makes sense this map will favour him, and I think that the map will help them in their win against Nalasta. And I think it was partially Beto's very good performance. That is going to be a victory, the first of the game for GxP. As Razzie is unlikely to finish here, not that it particularly matters in 4th place. But yeah, on the backward section, just falling off slightly. Yeah, that backward section looks horrible, to be honest.
Yeah, it is very challenging. It's like a lot of these maps aim to test various skills to their maximum, you know, if that makes sense. So
yeah,
that backward section really like challenging you to understand how your camera is going to work, how your steering needs to be altered when you are going backwards. Epos, another good start, similarly to last round, is followed by Razzie as they jump up.
Oh, Beto's crashes jump. Henkin doesn't look to have got a particularly clean half-second down, at least. Probably more. But Kaki's up there, and Epos!
Oh, both of them.
He managed to get the CP at least, but now he's going to have to climb up here with no speed. Turn around, hope he gets the drop down, which he does. You imagine that is a double respawn you would have practiced. Where is everyone? I think Razzie had to respawn the backward section again and is now a Beta Toast at 9 seconds down. I can't follow on this track, I'm going to be honest. I'm trying my best here, but maybe we need to finally submit to follow all as the only way to know what's going on here. Either way, this looks like it's going to be another win for GxP and another costly Razzie mistake on that same backward section again. If he'd been able to not crash right, you imagine he would have got second that round and at least tied it up to a draw, and probably third previous round to get another draw, so that section costing Robbers points right here.
Yeah, unfortunately both of them clipping sort of hand in hand. It's a no slide from Razzie. Yeah.
That's Epos. 1 second on this track. Oh, and Henkin fails to jump up to the platform there. So Razii back up to second now. Betatos versus Epos up front. Betatos makes it over the jump this time. And extends a little lead to Epos.
Ooh.
Epos avoids the clip. It's a big improvement. Going to hop on with Razii. Can he make it round this corner? Or has it got in his head? It's looking far better. Yeah, he's there. And 3 people at the front. Henkin.
Respawn from Epos.
Oh, I missed that. Oh, that is, that's a caster curse right there. That's my first opportunity. My apologies. Looks like this is going to be a draw, which, yeah, this is not looking like a great map for robbers, and maybe the 4-0 prediction might have been a little optimistic.
Well,
perhaps Edge's caught him off guard here. I think most commonly a banned track, to be honest.
They're going to have to turn it around somehow, and most likely through an ace in one of the next 2 rounds. At least, yeah, 2 victories.
Yeah, it's still within... it's still not too far back. They can definitely still win this map. But they're going to need a bit more consistency than they've had so far, which is so much easier said than done here. Any mistakes on this initial jump up? Everyone looks safe. Never mind, Henkin's behind here, so this is a good opportunity for robbers. Razii goes very low there and catches up the bit of Betatos from it. Epos, I think, jumping a little higher to be safe. Razii clips, so that means it's now on Epos to try and see if he can beat this master of RPG, which is certainly coming in helpful on this track.
Yeah, very much the better performer out of the Gravity PO duo. Henkin has struggled thus far, which has been a blessing for...
beautiful jump from Epos there.
Yeah, very
Sorry
much so.
to cut
Takes
you
up...
off, but
No problem, takes up that first spot but loses it.
This looks like it's likely to be another draw. No, it looks like this could well be a win, because somewhere along the line, Razii had to respawn. That is another victory for GxP. This is now looking quite risky for a map loss here. GxP only needs an ace, and this map is over.
A difficult one for robbers thus far. Epos has fallen to that one tight beam twice now. He said it before the match. That is the section that really pains him getting through this.
Oh, Razii fails that first jump up. Epos now going to try and salvage a draw, but this is a lot of pressure on Epos now, because if he makes a mistake, this is almost guaranteed to be an ace for Henkin and Beta. And he makes a mistake on that rail again. Does he have enough speed to jump it? Just about. Neck and neck with Henkin now. After that. Still ahead for the time being. This is a vital second place that he has to pick up to even give him a chance, but it would be 2 aces from Ben.
Need to hope for a mistake from one of the GxP
and there we have
members,
it.
and Henkin makes that mistake.
But I don't think it's enough. Razii 8 seconds down. Supposedly a world record coming out from Beto, certainly faster than the PB of Epos there. 1:05.2 is a very, very respectable time.
Now match point, it has to be aces from now on in if robbers want to stand a chance of winning this match.
Yeah, this will be their first dropped map of the entire tournament.
Which is a credit to GxP, you know. They were the unlikely underdogs in this match. Already quite a surprising performance to beat that Nalesta pairing, get into this winner bracket final. But if they could make it 1-1, then you never know what could happen. But looks to be a better round now for Razii and Epos.
Yeah, both up there. Razii in the lead right now. Beto second, Epos third, but the gap's still very tight here. Epos looks faster through this drift. And if he can get a good jump here, he could beat out Betatos, but it's going to need to be very clean, and Betatos gets it well himself, but he loses some speed somewhere, and but Epos with no speed. What's happened there? Oh, but he lands on the booster earlier and he manages to get the ace. A 1-5 flat from Razii. That is an absolutely nuts time. And yeah,
And
Robbers keep their chances alive here. A victory here will get them to overtime, and ace would get them a map win.
yeah, suddenly it's 8-9. It's the magic of an ace. You know, your opponent not getting any points, and a victory here would push it to overtime. So
Indeed.
they're looking like the most likely to do it so far. Henkin has really struggled this match. Maybe had probably one clean round. I see 50% crashes, and there's another one for him.
That is a huge mistake. And where's Betatos? Betatos crashed as well. And from a 9-5 advantage, could this be a very strong comeback from Robbers? And just utter despair for GxP, I think. That's going to feel really rough for them if they don't end up taking this map. But yeah, it's 7 and 8 seconds down respectively. And all Epos and Razii need to do is just get into the finish at this point. Couple more jumps.
This map was a convincing win, but this one definitely feels like a bit of a steal for the Robbers pairing.
Yeah, for sure. But fair play to Roberts there. Managed to keep ahead of the game. Not get too stressed out by the early mistakes. And yeah, somehow pick up that track. I did not see that coming.
Well, that could really shift the momentum sort of in their direction after a difficult first half of that map. I think unfortunately Betatos was carrying the duo a bit too much, and when it did go wrong for him, it all collapsed. And it's going to be very difficult for the GxP duo to come back from a 2-0 deficit.
Yeah. So, one to Twisted now. Probably the most sane map of the map pack, I should say, or at least the sanest identity. Calling it sane might be a little too nice, looking at some of these drifts. They're a bit funky. But Razii and Epos have looked fairly good on this map in the previous matches. So I'll be intrigued to see whether they can, you know, continue that. Henkin, very lucky to not get a major Axel pen for that clip. Two slightly different lines coming out from slightly different teams. Epos with an early lead. Behind him, though, it's pretty neck and neck. Everyone makes it round that drift, which we saw catching a few people out. But for now, it is Epos and Razii leading. Betatos just behind, though. This identity is one where you're not going to lose too much by crashing it in comparison to other identities. You know, you're not going to be forced to respawn. However, we've barely seen this identity driven under pressure as Razii clips. And it's now Epos in the lead. And how much speed can he carry through this section? A lot more than Betatos, that's for sure. But, and Razii snipes Henkin to the line by a 10th despite that mistake. And that grabs an extra point for Robbers on map 3 here.
Yeah, Betatos really playing quite well. Definitely the better player of the duo in the match thus far. Feel like if Henkin, you know, had a few less mistakes, then they might have even taken that second map. They might be right up there with the Robbers duo, who I think really won't be happy with their performance at the moment. We'll try to correct that. Going into round 2, Razii gets a lot of airtime.
Yeah,
still
didn't look
maintains
great
his
from
first position.
Epos lost a lot of time there. Good few attempts behind the GxP duo now. How much can he make up on these drifts? Very nice drift from Epos. That was beautiful. Gets ahead of Henkin, who made a little mistake there, and a lot close to Betatos. Coming into this very high-speed drift. Betatos clips on the outside. I think he might have even clipped on the inside there. I couldn't really tell. But either way, it's been enough for Epos to get the advantage, who looks a little faster through this identity section. Brilliant time coming out for Razii there. A 104.3. Beautiful stuff. Epos picks up second, and that is an ace for Robbers.
Yeah, it's getting out of the reach of GxP
Hmm.
at the moment. It kind of feels like if they want to answer the wave of points that robbers have been presenting, then it has to be now, or has to come soon at least. Beta's trying his best, but already 0.15 behind the robbers pairing. Henkin even further as we go over this tight section.
Yeah,
Razii and Epos getting it quite well.
Epos and Razii looking on rails here through that section. Barely a temp between them. Betoast and Henkin are trying to catch up, but could just be a little too late. Yeah, 7 temps down. Unless Epos or Razii crash one of his corners here, which they haven't, you'd say this round is all but over. Another ace for robbers coming in here, and that's going to move.
Quite a good round.
Oh yeah, 104.2 and 104.4, very very respectable times.
Yeah, and I mean it's a good round. It feels like it's going with the theme of the match, but it's a round that we haven't seen quite often with Epos and Razii both getting a clean run, good round, both of them. But they did look good on this map yesterday, so kind of getting into the groove now and looking to close it out.
Yeah, Henkin goes very deep there. Not exactly the line. Dropped a few temps behind. Yeah, Epos and Razii neck and neck here. Tell you what, if these two are in a 1v1, this would be absolutely thrilling. No idea who'd be ahead. But for now as a duo, they'll be quite happy with such a small gap between them. A second down to Henkin and Beta Toast, and yeah, Epos can clip there, and I don't think it's going to matter in the slightest losing 3 temps. That might. That's going to be very close, actually, but yeah.
Ooh, and Razii clipped too.
Oh my god, they both tried to throw there, but they somehow got probably the least deserved ace of their entire life, to be honest. Actually, no, that would be any round on backflip. But yeah, we move on to what could be the final map now. 3 maps to 0, and this is the map where we'll see if Epos's prediction comes true. If it does end up being 4-0.
Yeah, I mean, for the moment, you could call it unconvincingly convincing. The lead. It hasn't been a good performance, but it's been enough on all 3 maps thus far. Epos was practicing backflip quite a bit this morning. Should be quite comfortable, or as comfortable as you can be on a map like this.
I don't think anyone can be comfortable on backflip. I don't think it's possible. Yeah, very spicy start, even spicier end. And Henkin, the first person to really lose out there. Again, struggling on these very RPG sections of tracks, I think. It makes through slalom quite quick.
Yeah, Betatos definitely tried the match as being, keeping up with the robbers pairing, but Razii has quite a good start here, and Epos has more speed than Betatos going into this drift. Beta takes it quite nicely. Razii has to respawn,
Razii.
and Beta goes up to first place now.
Yeah, Epos makes it over that corner, which is, yep, something we've seen a lot of players being caught out by. Razii is still in third. Henkin is miles back now. Coming into this final identity section, though, Betatos leads. Epos goes for respawn, knowing it's not even worth trying if he doesn't have a certain amount of speed. Picks up that second place. Barely 100th in front of Razii. But that is a draw. No, it won't count as a victory. Never mind. Yeah. Henkin showing how beautifully this identity can be done. It's a very tricky one.
Yeah, it seems like you really have to just really have to have the right line, the right speed, There is only one line, and there is a minimum speed you need to have. And like you said, Epos knows exactly what that is and had to respawn, but didn't impact the round too much.
Nope.
They'll be hoping to have it maybe a bit cleaner from now on, close out this match quite quickly, and then be able to focus on the wildcard stage.
Razii gonna get an awkward landing there. Drops behind Beta Toast because of that. Coming up to this bobsleigh jump. Razii has struggled with this, but he makes it, and it's Beta Toast who he's lucky to get over it at all, but he clips and he loses a bit of speed, bringing him neck and neck with Razii here. Up to the final section, up to this very bizarre identity. All three of the front runners seem to have made it okay so far. Is Epos making it? He does, just, but it's sniped out by Razii. And Beta Toast probably feeling a bit unfortunate after that run to only pick up the third place. But that is an ace for Robbers. As Henken looks to be really, really struggling on this track.
I mean, looks like he's slightly in the mud on this map if the mud can be 5 stories high.
Lot of mud.
There's a lot of mud, yeah.
Yeah, loses consistently at least half a second on the start. Epos was talking about this yesterday, saying that this is one of the trickier starts. Or one of the most RNG, I think he was more aiming towards that. I believe it was this start he said he spent hours on, and still just had 0.4 variance in terms of what he gets. How does everyone get along with this jump? Everyone survives it. Henken, very little behind, is in touching distance, so any mistakes from Robert's duo, he is there to pick up the pieces. Everyone makes it over that bobsleigh turn, which I think is the first time I've seen that.
Will it be a clean round? Nope, no. Never mind.
No, Henken's on an adventure. Honestly, he survived that fairly well, but it's not going to be enough. Beta Toast goes flying, and he snipes Epos second place, minimizes to a victory instead of an ace. But that's still letting Roberts get closer. Nice time from Beta Toast in the chat, complimenting Razii there. So, 2 rounds away possibly now for Robbers from getting the 4-0 on this match and cleaning it up without too many issues at all.
Yeah, it could be that the Robbers duo are, playing just casually, enjoying the rounds, not focusing, too much on having a great performance. They recognize the situation they're in. They're heavy favorites to win this match, and I mean, qualify as seed 1. I think they have been even before the event started. No matter how much Epos wanted to.
Razii! That is. This map might be called backflip, but that is not the backflip you were aiming for. As Razii dropped down to last there. Epos off on his own in first, 1 second gap down to Beta Toast. And Henken close-ish behind. But this is now a lot of pressure on Epos to not mess up this identity as Henken does. So makes him very cleanly 107.6. Henken versus Razii here in the battle for last place. Is Henken going to have enough speed for this jump? It looks like it. And yeah, gets it fairly convincingly. Manages to limit the damage to a draw. So Robbers will now need an ace if they want to close it up next round.
Yeah, we could be closing out the map and the match and the weekend, I guess. During this round, Razii and Epos both get a good start. 0.3 ahead of their competitors. Henken with a terrible start there. Loses out at least 0.7 to the rest of the field. And the GxP duo are going to have to push on full send if they want to catch up to the Robbers pairing, who are looking convincingly and increasingly so to take this match.
Ooh, Razii
again struggles with that jump.
Yeah, he at least doesn't fly off CP that time, but lost a bit of speed. And is he going to have enough for this jump up here? Just about. And Beta Toast, again, barely makes it over, but he is going to lose time there. A bit of deja vu on this round, I think. Razii and Beta Toast right next to each other. And Beta Toast better be praying for this identity to be kind to him, as this is his only chance to continue this match. And he does. He managed to drag it on for one more round. Henkin actually sniping Razii there at the end.
Yeah.
So,
which means that Robbers do need a win to close it out now.
Yep, win or an ace. Not just for 1 point they were probably hoping for. But GxP still have a huge amount to pull out the bag. We've seen people come back from this situation, including Robbers, but only 2 maps ago.
Epos with the mistake early on is going to make it just a bit more difficult, but has the speed on Henkin as we go into this roof hit.
Yeah, that
a little
looks
bit dodgy
shaky,
on the
but he
outside.
got away with it.
Again, more speed going into the first backflip. Gets it quite nicely, but so does Henkin, but gets a little bit of a dodgy landing. Now he sets his sight on Beta Toast.
They all make this jump up. Yes, they do. Very, very competitive round here. Both teams fully aware of how much this round means.
Oh, Razii responds.
Oh, and that is not great from
And
Henkin. Not great from everyone. Everyone's respawned. All the drama's gone. And is this going to be an ace, actually? It's going to be very close. I think Razii's just going to snipe Henkin by half a tenth. Okay. If I were GxP, I'd be feeling pretty mugged off right now. Because 7-8 is a hell of a lot more favourable than 9-6. GxP will need at least 2 rounds if they want to win this map, compared to only 1 for Epos and Razii. So long as either of them finish in the top 2 here, so long as they can avoid getting aced, they're done. They'll be through into the wildcards. This will be only third Brit anywhere near the World Championships. Of course, Pack playing for Solary, Wizzy playing for Airwalkers, who used to be Exalty B alongside Stoofs, and could it now be Epos joining that list? Alongside Razii, not if he's going to do that. He does not have enough speed for that jump, and everything now relying on Razii here a bit.
Yeah, Razii has really good speed out of that drift.
Yeah, he gets the jump up.
Henkin in a surprising second place.
Yeah,
you know, if he can
flying there.
if he can snipe Razii here, it would work wonders. But he also needs his teammate to do so. Razii just needs to safe it and just needs to finish in one of these top 2 positions. It looks like he's going to do so.
And that is it. That will be a draw. And that will give Robbers the win on the final map here. 10-7, 4-0 for Robbers. As predicted. Both teams offering good luck to their future matches. Future matches for Epos and Razii for Team Robbers will be in wildcards. And if I remember correctly, they're in the same group as Wizzy. That will be a very spicy match.